Today, the grand old SS United States lies a partially dismantled shadow of itself. The ship was evicted from its long-term home of 30 years in 2024. The pier owner doubled the rent and evicted the ship. Okaloosa County, Florida acquired the ship and are going to have it disposed of off the Gulf Coast. But what if this never happened? What if the Conservancy succeeded in their goal? What if the SS United States was saved from this present unideal fate? For over 30 years, the SS United States has sat, virtually abandoned at its pier in Philadelphia. Over the last few weeks, the Conservancy, the current owners of the ship, have pushed to take action. The owner of the pier, Penn Warehousing, has doubled the rent and has set an eviction notice of the 12th of December, 2024. The Conservancy has made urgent calls to the American public, aiming for a $500,000 goal for relocation of the vessel. That call has been answered. Just days before the eviction, an announcement was released that there had been an anonymous donation of $300,000. The effort had already raised $200,000 over the last few months. The Conservancy began organizing for a close harbor along the East Coast to keep the ship until long-term funding could be secured. February of the next year, the ship was removed from the pier to make her way to a pier in New York. After 3 days, the vessel pulls into its harbor on the edge of New York City. From this place, the SS United States began to earn fame. The ship was the last old ocean liner to visit New York. The ship slightly boosted tourism to the area, as this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Away from the fanfare, the Conservancy had a problem. Now that they had found a new home for their ship, what would they do? If action wasn't taken soon to maximize on the newfound fame, the historic liner might be in the same predicament as days prior. The Conservancy got to work, allocating for programs to raise money. One idea, similar to the 1962 Bring Home the USS Alabama campaign, insisted that every student in the surrounding schools gave a small sum of money, such as a few dollars. This, though, would prove futile, as the United States public was not like the patriotic 60s to some degree. Ocean liners are a thing of the past, and modern generations do not know of their importance, nor do they care about an old ship such as this. The Conservancy then looked to the government. Letters were sent to Washington, D.C. and the Council of New York, calling for additional funding. As 2025 drew to a close, preservationists began to turn desperate. Fortunately, all of this was happening on the USA's 250th anniversary. In the coming months, hundreds of thousands more had been raised through various campaigns. Work finally began on the ship after another year of sitting idle in New York. The small stream of money supported the removal of the remaining toxic substances such as fuel and PCBs. The hype began to dwindle. Funding slowed, but surprisingly, one of the letters sent months ago had reached the president. This ship, the only great ocean liner to carry the country's name, was an extremely patriotic symbol of American dominance. Major funding was approved the following year, and the SS United States was removed from the dock at New York to be dry docked. The hull was stripped to the metal and repainted with new anti-fouling. Red, white, and blue once again towered over the ship's structure. Major spaces such as the lounge and dining room were restored, as well as 100 brand new cabins. Other areas were redeveloped into shopping spaces and entertainment venues. Thousands more joined the SS United States at the dry dock, once again similar to her 1950s launch. The grand old ship rose from the dry dock floor after 5 years of work and numerous moderate delays. This time, the SS United States was towed to a pier in Manhattan to be proudly displayed. Over the next year, furniture, artifacts, and final details were prepared. Staffing campaigns began and quickly filled up. And then, after 8 years and $700 million, the SS United States was presented to the public for the first time in 64 years. The ship was 70% restored, but many of the cabin spaces and less significant areas remained how they were, ready for future additions. The United States was a smash hit over the next 5 years of operation. Tours opened up on the ship, and another 50 rooms were rebuilt onto the 100-room hotel aboard. The remaining unrestored spaces were returned to operation, minus a small stretch of cabins kept as they were in the 2020s, meant to tell the story of the project. Her powerful Typhoon whistles blast over the New York bustle, the last traditional ocean liner adding to this long-gone era. Unlike other museum ships, the SS United States was empty, completely stripped, and ready for limitless potential. This video was meant to portray the second life that the ship never had. A life of appreciation, tradition, innovation, and honor. Instead, we have to throw it away, all over money.